guys, so for today's video I'm going to be sharing with you some of the basic necessities that you are going to need before you buy your bearded dragon. First up, you are obviously going to need a tank. The minimum tank size you should get is 40 gallons. I have a 65-gallon one. I wouldn't recommend this one that I have though, just because it's a little bit taller, so it's harder to get them to like the right basking spot to find ornaments that she can bask on that reaches to the top. I would recommend getting a longer or wider one if you're gonna get a tank that is bigger than 40 gallons. Second, the substrate that you should be using is carpet or turf. I have a turf because it looks more like sand without the negative effects that sand has on a bearded dragon. Another thing that you're gonna need is a backdrop for them. So this is one that I have that I just cut off to go around all of their tanks. That's just so they feel more secure and they don't see a bunch of different things around them. That's especially necessary in my opinion when you first get your bearded dragon, just because the whole environment's new. They're used to either being with a breeder or at a pet store, wherever you choose to buy your bearded dragon from. So having the backdrop makes them feel a little bit more secure, and it also looks cool. Okay, so you should be getting 3 lights. The first one that you should definitely be getting is a basking lamp and a bulb. Mine is 75 watts because that's the one that gets me to between the 90 to 110 degrees that they need to bask comfortably in. You might need a different wattage for your tank. I don't, like, each tank is different, is a different style. Like mine's obviously bigger, so it needs the extra wattage to bring that temperature up. And the second lamp that you're going to need is a UVB lamp. This lamp is for them to absorb calcium. It's like an artificial sun. And then the third one that I have, it's another basking lamp on this side, just because this side gets to be 60 degrees. The lowest your tank should actually get is about around 80. I have another light over on this side to light up my whole entire tank and to bring more heat on that side. Now another thing that you are going to need is a basking spot. I have a couple of styles to show you. This one I made by myself just because it is so high up and you need to be at, like, I believe between 6 to 8 inches at the basking area. So this is what I just made this. I mean, it's not really that good, but it's just the wood, and then I put a carpet on top so it doesn't hurt. And that's what she basks on. Now there's also other different styles that I put in her, that I have in her tank too, for her to climb off of it comfortably. I have this, which was in her old tank before I got the really tall one. And then there's also this one that I have in the middle, and I'll show you how I set it up at the end. I got this at a reptile expo. I have this was my favorite thing to put. I had in her old tank, which is just it's a hammock that I bought, and it went across the whole tank that she liked to lounge in. They also have just little smaller ones too. So those are like some styles of basking platforms that you can have for your bearded dragon. And then another thing that you were going to need is a hideaway spot. So I have a log, and I believe they have different rocks and stuff. You can go to PetSmart or wherever, whatever pet store that you have, and just get this. This is so when it becomes too hot or they want to hide, it gives them a cooler area to lay down in. Mine, she likes to sleep there, so that's what she does. Okay, so you're also going to need a food and a water dish. I just spilled that all over my floor. The food dish isn't really necessary. You can also put it on like a paper plate and feed them off of that, or feed them outside of the tank. However you want to do it, it's fine. I put their veggies in there. I put her veggies in there in the morning, and then when I come home from work I clean it out and then feed her worms. So that's just how I do her feeding. With the water dish, that should be cleaned out every day, and then put fresh water in. Just because when they're running around, if they, for some reason, if they poop and they run through it, run into their thing, if they have food and just dirt or something inside it and then they drink it, that just causes problems. Clean that out every day, and then yeah. Then you are also going to need thermometers. I have different styles, but the one I recommend the most is getting this temperature gun. And that's just because this is the most accurate. And it's easier too, because you just click on that and it tells you how warm the tank is. You point to different spots, so it lets you know. And then they also make little cheaper ones. I recommend getting 2 for each side. This one has a humidity reader too, which is also nice. It tells you if it's too humid in the tank and if it's nice and desert-like. And then there's this one that you could get. It says great choice on there, but I don't recommend this. I put this on the basking side. I kept buying basking lights that were like going up to like 105. When I bought this temperature gun, I clicked it on the basking spot and it ended up being 120 degrees, which explained why she was not going to the basking side. I thought she wasn't going because it was too cold, because this little guy was telling me that it was only 85 degrees. So every time I kept cranking up, it finally told me it was 95. I said, okay, I can be happy with that. But she still wasn't basking. I had to put her up there, and then she would just run off of it after like a couple of minutes. So when I bought this guy and I clicked him on, it told me it was 120 degrees. I was like, oh, well, that explains why she's not basking. So I had to go and buy a lower wattage bulb. So I do recommend rocks. I have the little decorated rocks back there. That's just so it helps file down their nails. And also too, like if you want the best ones, these are my favorite, the ones with the doors that open in the front. It's just easier. All right, so thank you so much for taking the time to watch my video, and I hope that it helped you in some way. If you could, give this video a thumbs up. If you have any recommendations for me, or if you want to just tell me that you love this video, leave a comment down below. And if you want to see me more, please subscribe. And then thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye guys.